What's up guys, ChompingMega here, and today I'm gonna come at you guys with another Wi-Fi battle, or actually my very first Wi-Fi battle that I'm uploading on my channel. So yeah, I'm challenging this guy named Thomas. It was a random passerby battle. So yeah, so I have, a pretty well team. I was building it, and I was like, oh okay, it's pretty nice. Bijo is going to be my Mega, so yeah. I lead off with Trevenant. I expect him to lead off with his Terrakion, and he does lead off with his Terrakion. I'm like, oh, okay, this is great. So let me just Will-O-Wisp. But then he ends up going for the taunt, and I'm like, what? Because I've never seen a taunt Terrakion. Like, never ever. So yeah, he goes for the rocks. I go for the Horn Leech. Try to get some good damage, and that does a lot of damage. So he then goes for the Stone Edge, and Stone Edge does way too much to Trevenant. I thought Trevenant was gonna take it a little bit better, but no. So yeah, I kill him off with the Horn Leech, so I could try to get as much health points as possible. So yeah, and then my taunt does wear off, and then he sends in a Gengar named Ectoplasma, and I gotta say that's a pretty nice name, pretty cool. So I switch out, not wanting to catch a Shadow Ball, my bad. So I switch into my Goodra, my specially defensive Goodra. He ends up going for Shadow Ball. I take it, and so yeah, really good part is that I don't get the special defense drop. So that's nice. So I forgot that he had a Diancie, and yeah, my Dragon Pulse doesn't affect it. I decide to stay in because there's really nothing I want to switch into as he Mega evolves. So I just go for a Focus Blast. As you can see in a minute, he goes for a Moon Blast. That does pretty decent amount. That actually does a lot. So as you can see, I went Focus Blast and I miss, unfortunately, which really sucks because I would have gotten a decent amount of damage. So he goes for another Moon Blast and Goodra falls. So then I switch to Azumarill, and oh yeah, as he says, as the rocks come in, I forgot that it's gonna fuck up it's gonna screw my Charizard over. So he ends up switching into Suicune, and I'm like, okay. So I belly drum, knowing that I'm going to take a hit from Mega Diancie. So as I go for belly drum, he goes for Suicune. Get my belly drum off, eat my Citrus Berry, and then he goes for a Scald. Now I was praying and hoping that he doesn't get the burn, and then I land a Play Rough and one shot his Suicune, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you, because it could have went wrong. I could have not gotten the burn. I could have get burned. I could have missed. So yeah, he goes for a Bisharp, and then he double switches into his Gengar, and I'm not really sure what he tried to do there because I just went for the Aqua Jet, and his Gengar wasn't Focus Sash. I'm like, okay, that's nice. Even though it wouldn't matter because another Aqua Jet would take it out. So now he goes into the Ferrothorn, my bad. And I go for an Ice Punch, and it almost one-shots the Ferrothorn. So I get Iron Barbs, and then he goes for a Leech Seed. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So by this, I could tell that it was going to be pretty stally. I wasn't sure if Azumarill was going to make it. So yeah, this part was, I guess, the most stalliest part. He ends up going for Protect. I go for Ice Punch. He protects himself, and he has leftovers, which makes it even more stally. So yeah, he gets Leech Seed damage and all that. Not fun. I hate Stone. Not a big fan. So now he goes for the double Protect, and that's really lucky on his part, because if the Protect failed, then I would have gotten the ice punch off, and that would have knocked him out. So Lychee comes through, and I live on 6. So I go for the ice punch, and I take it out with a crit. I don't think it mattered, but Iron Barbs take me out, but it's fine. Azumarill faints, but I took out his Fire Thorn, which would have been a big problem. So now I decide to, let me just go to my Chandelure, my Choice Scarf Chandelure, but he goes back into his Mega Diancie, so that really sucks. Excuse me. So he goes for Protect to scout out what I'm gonna do. I go for Flamethrower. Excuse me. And that does a decent amount, as he goes for the Earth Power, and combined with the rocks, that takes me out with another critical hit. So I guess, is that 2 crits in a row for him? I think that is. So I just go back to my Trevenant, and I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do to this thing? I have no idea. So I just go for Horn Leech, but he outspeeds me, of course, and takes me out with a Moonblast. So that's really unfortunate. So I pretty much lost hope, so I just go into my Beedrill, and then he withdraws, and when he went to the Bishop, I'm like, oh wow, he just predicts me. So of course I Mega Evolve, and I just go for the Poison Jab. So yeah, it doesn't resist, and I'm like, crap, now what am I gonna do? So I switch out, so I'm like, okay, he's probably gonna Sucker Punch. So I go into my Charizard to predict that Sucker Punch, and the rocks like screw me over so much, but I have leftovers. So this is a pretty bootleg ass Charizard, I guess. I don't know. Leftover Charizard. He goes for Sucker Punch. It fails, as I go for the Dragon Dance. So yeah, but the next turn I just went for another Dragon Dance, thinking that he was going to go for another Sucker Punch. So I end up going for a Dragon Dance. As you can see, he doesn't go for a Sucker Punch. I'm like, crap. He went for Knockoff, and he ends up going for the Knockoff, taking my Charizard out. I had in my head, I was thinking you should have gone for the Flare Blitz. I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the battle. I go into my Mega Beedrill, and then he goes for Sucker Punch. Oh, actually no, he goes for Sucker Punch. I roost up. I don't know, thinking that I guess I was thinking that I could have lived a Sucker Punch, but really I couldn't do anything. Like, I don't have Swords Dance. I might take off Roost for Mega Beedrill, but yeah, he takes me out, and that's pretty much the end of it. Pretty much the end of it. It was not bad, I guess. It was a pretty nice battle. 2-0, really nice. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and Wi-Fi battles will be coming up again, or not again. They will be coming up. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment if you want a battle. Follow me on Twitter, which will be linked down below. And yeah, peace.